And throughout the years, our consultants helped these companies and really understood that what makes or break a transformation and what drives the most return on investment really comes down to three main key areas. And that is the topic of today, backed up by the experience of Ryan at Bittn. So the first and foremost,
you're on mute again for some reason.
The first and foremost is about reducing costs. Thank you, Hans. With smart scheduling. So basically, as company grows, and I'm sure in the audience, a lot of you have experienced or maybe experience that right now, it becomes really hard to schedule the right technicians to the right job. Basically, if you're running on spreadsheets or if you have entry-level kind of software and a great team of schedulers, you probably can get away with a small volume of technicians and get them ready for the day. But what we've noticed with our customers is as soon as they grow and when they experience cancellations on the day or postponing meetings and appointments, this exercise of finding the right technician to send to the next job becomes a nightmare. And that's really holding them back in terms of scalability and be able to harness their own growth. So the solution here is harnessing the right technology, the best-in-class algorithm, to be able to achieve in one click the scheduling of multiple jobs, finding the right technician at the right time for the right job. So that means finding out who's available, who's the closest to the job, and who has the right skills to send them on the right job. The outcome immediately, once you have that in place, is minimizing travel time, which means a reduction of your cost and a better experience for your technicians, because they spend less time on the road, most time doing what they're good at. And automatically, this is also translating into an increase in your productivity. You achieve more with the same headcount. And this on its own is a game changer as soon as you go live with a solution like Salesforce Field Service. So among our customers, we work with many different industries, including energy and utilities, manufacturing, consumer goods, consumer electronics. And we have an example with a company in the Gold Coast installing solar panels in the residential space, where they achieve 400% increase in productivity by rolling out Salesforce Field Service over the first few weeks. So this is definitely a game changer that bring a lot of peace of mind into the entrepreneurs and company leaders when they execute field service operations. The second one, right after that, is about empowering your mobile team with the right information to deliver an outstanding customer experience. Same issue, as you grow, you have to increase your headcount in technicians. And if you want them to deliver the best customer experience possible and do the job properly, if you don't have the right technology, you will rely on a lot of training and making sure individually these technicians are able to apply your standards and do the job the right way. So what brings technology like Salesforce Field Service, when it's configured the right way based on your business, is an intuitive mobile device with guided steps for your technicians who are the face of your company in how they execute the job. So you standardize customer experience across the board, no matter where the job happens, all around the country, no matter how long a technician has been with you, whether he's been there for 10 years or he just joined last month, they will follow the steps that are guided by the mobile app. They will know the exact information about the customer. It's like they've known them forever. They know what happened last month, what happened last year, what they like, how much they rate your service, and they will be able to give this personalized and informed service to your customer. And also because you drive that from using technology, you will also be able to notify your back office as well as other customer in real time, thanks to automated notification, which again take you to the world of the modern experience, like we mentioned Uber earlier, which become the norm and what's expected by customers. They want to know when the technician is going to come. They want to know where he is. They want to know if everything has been completed as per the plan, and how much they're going to be charged and so on. So all this transparency is required and can only be achieved if you have the right system in place. And during the pandemic, last point on that, all the health and safety checks have been becoming even more prevalent than they were before, which was already a big pain point in the field service industry. So again, having the right steps and the right and capturing the right detail protects you and your company, making sure your team is doing the right thing when they go on site and meet face-to-face your customers. So we reduce cost and we optimize the scheduling, we deliver the right experience to the customer, and also empower your team to do the right thing. The last bit that all our customers ask and complain about is revenue leakage. It's a term that entrepreneurs don't really like to hear, but unfortunately they face this issue very often. And it's coming from the fact that you have separate systems in your organization, and the sales is done with one system. The field service is either done in spreadsheets or paper, or maybe another system. And you have an accounting system out there that you use for invoicing. And if you want to track the exact information that has been sold to the customer, and also what achieved in the field, it becomes really hard to make sure you invoice the right amount and the right parts and the right labor to your customer. So every time you have manual steps between these systems, every time you rely on people to make sure they invoice the right thing to the customer, there is room for mistakes. And what we've seen from entrepreneurs and company leaders is things like they say, I'm the only one in the company who can quote properly. I'm the only one in the company who can invoice properly. And it's all sitting in people's head on how to do the right thing. So the logic here is we embed in the system the rules that you apply to determine what needs to be invoiced. And we track carefully at every step of the way what needs to be invoiced to your customer. So then it becomes a no-brainer and an automated system to make sure when the technician says my job is complete, you have all the information flowing back into your system to make sure, based on the contract that has been signed with the customer, based on what happened in the field, the right invoice amount can be sent and charged to the customer. So overall, with the three key main points, you improve the experience for your staff by making sure they do what they're good at all the time. You improve the customer experience, who understand what's happening, who is not disappointed and thrilled about the experience. And you make sure you take care of your financials, you look after your commercial contracts, and you stop leaking revenue along the way. So these are the main 3 points. I hope they resonate with you, and you can confirm you agree with what we are saying today.